Blues looking to lock up the 1 seed for the Chiefs in the AFC, a bye, and kick off the path to a potential 5th straight AFC Championship appearance down the line. Welcome in, everybody. Game day kickoff here. Colleen Wolfe, Steve Smith Sr., Maurice Jones-Drew. Happy to be with you guys. Happy to be back with you guys here on this desk. Steve, back in studio. You're usually on the road, so no one can step on your J's here. They are safe, if you're even wearing them today.
No, I didn't wear them today. I was worried. Yeah, you should be.
Well, a lot of teams worried, stressing out about their outcomes this week. This is a huge week, the final week of the regular season, Week 18 kicking off today. Chiefs looking for that top spot in the AFC. Titans and Jags playing for the AFC South Championship later tonight, a spot in the playoffs. But, of course, the big story all week long has been the recovery of Bills safety Damar Hamlin, who collapsed on the field Monday night after suffering a cardiac arrest. The Bills announcing today, per the physicians at UC Medical Center, Damar is making continued progress in his recovery, yet remains in critical condition. He continues to breathe on his own, and his neurological function is excellent. That is the news that we were all hoping for. Players league-wide are wearing shirts in tribute of Damar Hamlin. Josh Jacobs here with a shirt on pregame saying, I love for Damar. Patrick Mahomes, as you just saw too, Hamlin strong on the back of his shirt. Allegiant Field also has the 3 on the 30-yard lines in blue for Damar, one of many fields across the league that will have that. So let's get out to Cam Wolfe at UC Medical Center in Cincinnati and Mike Giardi in Buffalo outside Highmark Stadium. Cam, let's begin with the most important thing here, the latest on Damar's recovery.
Yeah, Colleen, the hospital released that statement you read and delivered by the Bills of the continual improvement and the fact that his neurological functions are excellent. Those are great elements of news. And speaking with a member of Damar's family this morning, they told me similar, that he's continuing to improve, but there are still steps ahead. And look, they're enjoying the period with him, that he's talking and communicating with them. But I talked with doctors on Thursday to ask, what is that next step? Getting from critical condition, as they mentioned, to stable and eventually discharged from the hospital. And they mentioned 2 things. One, getting that breathing tube out, which is already done. And the second step, continuing to improve his breathing, his lungs, and overall body function. That's the stage they're in now. And look, there has not been a timetable provided to me, but Bills general manager Brandon Beane said he imagines there's going to be a...
Next time I saw him was in a morgue in the hospital. And that's how I had to say my goodbye. So everybody is triggered by what happened in different ways. And that was, for me, what made it uneasy. That's where I was sitting. I was unable to sleep for the last couple of days because that was something that triggered me. And so I'm using that as an example that everybody sees the same thing and it hits them all differently. And it's hard to really just move on from football. We can't compartmentalize. We can't just go say, hey, let's go out and play. I struggled with it. I struggled with it all week. And yes, the best part is Damar he has signs of life. He has signs of recovery. Not everybody gets that lucky. Not everybody has that story to tell. And I really hope the Bills, they're able to fight through it, the mental part, but they're more than anything that they can have their brother, not to go back and play football.
Right, to be there.
But just to be seen outside of the hospital, that whenever that party is, that he walks out of that hospital room and gets off that bed and off those machines that are just keeping vital signs to know how he's doing, that it will be something that as America, as the league, as we look at it, that we continue to look at players that don't have big names, but they have big hearts and big impacts on their team.
Mm-hmm. I think that it was a moment that impacted everyone. I can't even imagine how the players and coaches feel witnessing that in person right in front of their eyes, because I know how I felt after watching it and how shook I was for the rest of the night and then the rest of the days that followed. And it wasn't until the press conference yesterday at UC Medical Center when the doctor said that they talked with him, and this was even before the breathing tube came out, and that not only are the lights on, but someone's home when he asked about the outcome of the game. And that was what we all wanted to hear. So there are tributes all across the league still polling for Damar Hamlin, an outpouring of support across the NFL, like the Raiders showing their love for number 3 ahead of today's game against the Chiefs. We're all standing with Damar, wishing him the best in his recovery, and just so thankful for all